If you saw this animal sitting on a tree at night with glowing eyes, a long striped tail, and a body shaped like a cat, you'd probably say, "Nice cat." It looks familiar, almost ordinary, cat-like enough that most people stop asking questions. But you'd be wrong, because biologically, it isn't a cat at all. This is an animal that hunts quietly in the shadows, that has survived for millions of years with very little change, and somehow lives wild across both Africa and Europe. This is the story of the genet, one of the most underrated mammals on Earth. Let's begin with the confusion. People call it a genet cat. Some think it's a type of wildcat. Others assume it's a small leopard. It's neither. Genets belong to the cat-like branch of carnivorous mammals known as Feliformia. This group includes Felidae, true cats, Hyenidae, hyenas, Herpestidae, mongooses, and Viverridae, civets and genets. And within Viverridae is the genus Geneta. That's where genets sit. Genets didn't evolve from cats. Genets and cats split from the same ancient ancestor millions of years ago. That means when you look at a genet, you're seeing a design that dates back to a time when modern cats, hyenas, and mongooses were still evolving. There are around 14 to 17 species of genets, and every single one follows the same ancient blueprint: slender, flexible, efficient. Across species, genets vary in coat pattern, skull shape, habitat, and range. But beneath those differences, their anatomy and behavior remain strikingly consistent. That consistency matters. It tells us the genet's design works across many environments. A genet's anatomy reflects compromise rather than specialization. Body length typically ranges from 40 to 60 centimeters, with a tail of similar length. Mass usually falls between 1 and 3 kilograms. This size range places genets in an interesting ecological position, small enough to avoid direct competition with larger predators, yet large enough to exploit a wide range of prey. The tail is long and flexible, acting as a balance mechanism during climbing and rapid turns. The spine is highly flexible, allowing tight body rotation in complex environments. The claws are semi-retractile, an intermediate condition between fully retractile claws and permanently exposed ones. This allows effective climbing, prey capture, and reduced wear during walking. Their fur is covered in spots, stripes, and bands, a natural camouflage pattern that works especially well at night. Genets are primarily nocturnal, and their sensory systems reflect this. The eyes are proportionally large, with pupils adapted to low-light conditions. Retinal structure favors motion detection over color discrimination, which is ideal for night hunting. Hearing is acute, particularly in the frequency range produced by small mammals. Whiskers provide detailed tactile feedback, allowing navigation in dense vegetation or darkness. Genets are mostly nocturnal. During daylight hours, they vanish into shelter. Tree hollows, rock crevices, dense vegetation, abandoned burrows, and sometimes human structures, barns, rooftops, ruins. When night falls, they move. They patrol forests, farmland, villages, and rocky landscapes, often passing within meters of people who never notice them. Most genet species live in Africa. In Africa, camera traps have captured genets climbing onto buffalo and even rhinoceroses. Large herbivores disturb insects and small prey as they feed. From above, the genet gets a better view, easier access to food, and avoids pushing through dense vegetation. But the common genet is different. It lives across Spain, Portugal, southern France, and parts of Italy. It is believed that humans introduced genets to Europe centuries ago. Today, European genets are fully wild, breeding naturally and behaving exactly like their African relatives. Genets are skilled climbers. They can descend trees head first, move confidently across narrow supports, memorize complex routes through their territory. This spatial intelligence allows genets to exploit three-dimensional environments with ease. In human-modified landscapes, they incorporate walls, roofs, fences, and ledges into their movement paths. Despite their size, genets are serious predators. Hunting is based on stealth, not speed. Genets move slowly and deliberately, often pausing to listen. Hearing is their primary hunting sense. Once detected, the approach is silent. The attack is brief and precise. One leap. That's it. The killing bite is directed at the neck or skull. A genet is not fast in a straight line. It doesn't need to be. It wins by positioning, timing, and patience. Their diet includes rats and mice, birds and eggs, lizards and snakes, frogs, insects, and occasionally fruit. They adjust prey choice based on season, habitat, and availability. A genet can climb a tree, raid a bird's nest, drop silently to the ground, and then hunt a rodent in grass, all in a single night. This flexibility reduces dependence on any one food source. It is one of the reasons genets survive where others fail. Genets consume large numbers of rodents. Field observations suggest a single genet may remove hundreds of small rodents each year. Genets function as mesopredators, regulating prey populations without dominating the ecosystem. Genets are solitary animals, and this is not a personality trait. It's an ecological decision. Their prey, small, scattered, unpredictable, does not support group hunting. Each genet maintains its own home range. These territories overlap only slightly. Genets possess well-developed scent glands, used to mark territory and convey reproductive status. When the breeding season arrives, a male and female find each other, mate, and then separate. Once mating is complete, the female is on her own. Gestation lasts about 10 to 11 weeks. The female gives birth to 1 to 4 kittens, usually in a hidden, well-protected shelter. For the first days, survival depends entirely on the mother's secrecy and vigilance. Their eyes open after about 8 to 10 days. Growth is rapid. By 6 weeks, the kittens begin weaning and exploring their surroundings. By a few months, they are practicing hunting behavior, stalking, pouncing, learning by repetition. By 1 year, most young genets are largely independent. By 2 years, they are capable of reproducing. In the wild, genets typically live 7 to 8 years, a lifespan shaped by predation, disease, and constant risk. In captivity, some genets have lived 20 years or more. Can a genet be a pet? Technically, yes. Biologically, no. Genets are not domesticated animals. They have never been selectively bred to live with humans. A genet raised by people may tolerate handling. It may appear calm, but that is habituation, not bonding. Genets are nocturnal, territorial, and strongly scent-driven. These behaviors cannot be trained away. They are instinct. Historically, genets lived near humans for one reason. They hunted rats. Yes, they're small, they're cute, they look manageable. But here's the truth. Genets are not pets. In many countries, keeping a genet is illegal. Where legal, it often requires special permits. The most ethical choice is to admire genets from a distance. Genets have changed very little since the Miocene epoch. Some designs were already good enough millions of years ago and strong enough to survive everything that followed. And if you're curious about another misunderstood predator, the jaguarundi tells a very different story. Click the video on your screen and listen to what the jaguarundi has to say.